hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. Revelation is full of symbolism, and here Satan is depicted as being bound by a chain and cast into a bottomless pit. The Greek word for bottomless pit is abyssos, or abyss as we use it today. This same word in Genesis 1:2 in the Greek Old Testament is translated as deep. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. As it was before creation, this world will be dark and desolate. Satan will be bound to the earth during the millennium by a symbolic chain of circumstances, unable to tempt the nations, because everyone is either dead or has gone to heaven. Satan will have 1,000 years to reflect on his rebellion and the pain, anguish, and destruction it caused. So what will the righteous be doing during the 1,000 years? We have already seen that they will be brought to heaven, but what will they be doing there? And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. Yes, the righteous will be given thrones of judgment during the 1,000 years. After all, the Bible says, "Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?" So what does this mean? The saints will judge the world. Remember, the first phase of the judgment, which involves investigating the lives of all professed Christians, will have been completed when Jesus returns at the start of the millennium. The Bible says he will come with his reward to repay every person according to their works. During the millennium, the saints will judge the world by reviewing the books of record in heaven. We may wonder why certain people, perhaps family or loved ones, did not make it to heaven. God will allow the righteous to review the life record of every person and angel who was lost. God's government is transparent, and he wants us to know that he is fair, just, and good. This is all part of his plan to fully exterminate sin from the universe. So let us review what we have seen will happen during the middle of the millennium. The earth will be dark and devastated. Satan will be bound to this earth with no one to tempt. The wicked will all be dead. The saints will be given seats of judgment. Finally, we will consider the end of the millennium to see exactly what will happen at the climax of this earth's history. John the Revelator describes in vision this jaw-dropping opening scene. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. The New Jerusalem, the capital city of God's heavenly kingdom, will descend to this very earth. It will be at this time that Jesus will return with the saints and stand on the Mount of Olives. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and his feet shall stand in that day upon the Mount of Olives. And the Lord my God shall come, and all the saints with thee. In fact, this will be the third coming of Jesus. The first was when he came to Bethlehem as a humble servant to die for the sins of the human race. At his second coming, Jesus will come for his saints to rescue them from this earth as a conquering king. His third coming will be with his saints to set up the capital of his eternal kingdom right here on this earth. We know that the wicked will all be dead at this time. What will happen with them? But the rest of the dead live not until the 1,000 years were finished. We see that the wicked will be resurrected at the end of the 1,000 years. How will Satan respond to this resurrection of the wicked? And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. Satan will marshal the nations of the earth together for battle, to make one final siege on the government of God. The wicked will revive from the grave with the same selfish, wicked character that they took to the grave. I can just imagine Satan organizing his troops for battle, placing all the powerful warlords of Earth's history in charge of different flanks of this vast wicked army. What will happen next? And they went up on the breadth of the earth, and compassed the camp of the saints about, and the beloved city. And fire came down from God out of heaven,